Hey guys, how's everyone doing today? Welcome to Review Sesh. If you've been here before, I really appreciate you coming back to visit me, and if you haven't been here before, give me one moment, let me tell you who I am and what I do. My name's Mike, and what I do is I review federally legal hemp products and devices. So it doesn't matter whether it's a consumable product of any kind or whether it's a functional device of any type. We're going to be looking at all of that stuff here on this channel. I really do hope you enjoy the content that I'm making for you. So, guys, we're not going to be doing a flower review today. We're going to be doing a concentrate review. And this one's coming from ShopHelloMary. But before we do that, I want to go ahead and reiterate to everybody what it is that I do on my channel and what we're reviewing here. And what I review on my channel is federally legal THCA hemp products. And if you guys aren't sure what THCA is, THCA stands for tetrahydrocannabinolic acid. And it is the naturally occurring compound found on all hemp plants everywhere. In and of itself, though, it's not psychoactive. THCA first has to undergo a process called decarboxylation. And decarboxylation is just a fancy chemistry term for application of heat. And it doesn't really matter whether it's, the heat of the sun or environmental heat hitting the plant or whether it's, some artificial heat that we will apply, with either flame or with an electronic heat source like I like to use that decarboxylates that THCA molecule. It changes it and it kicks that A right off the end of that molecule chain and it leaves you with THC. Reasonably speaking, guys, if you think about it, the THC that everybody has always mentioned when they have been speaking about THC, they've always been talking about the naturally occurring compound on the plant. And we're putting these things under the same processes that those people that came before us did. We're not doing anything any differently. The only things that's changed is some legal terminology, and that is mostly due to the 2018 Federal Farm Bill, which made this federally legal. And thanks to that, we can get all the stuff to our doors. We don't have to worry about going out at odd times and meeting strange people and, all of that stuff that some of us used to have to bother with. When you get your products, you're going to be getting one of these. This is a notice to law enforcement and the Postal Service. This is just a declaration of what's in the package. This just states that what is in the package is 2018 Federal Farm Bill compliant hemp. All right. These are very important. If you're getting a product from a reputable company, they're going to be sending you one of these. All right. Hold on to these guys, store them away, put them in a filing cabinet, whatever you need to do. There's no sense in getting rid of these. They're very important. So just keep that in mind. Hold on to these. So today, guys, we're going to be looking at some live rosin from ShopHelloMary, and this is modified cherries. I'm going to be opening this up real quick, and then we'll get a look at it. Now, I've had some rosin from ShopHelloMary before, and I believe that was a cherry strain too, I want to say. I can't recall. Cherry mints, I believe, maybe? I'm not sure. But we're going to crack this open. I do like the packages, as usual. They have really nice, clean packaging. Really nice centered stickers and all that. That is a sticker, but it's nicely centered. Hmm. Yep. And modified cherries, guys, if you're unsure, and it's cherry pie crossed with GMO. And let me tell you, the GMO is coming through very strongly in this. On the nose, with the look, it is nicely greased up right there. Very nicely greased up. Good looking consistency. All right, guys. So you know the drill. I'm going to take a cut here. I'm going to get some shots of this, and then I will be back, and we're going to give it a try, and I'll let you know what I think. Hang tight. We'll be right back. All right, guys, we're back, and I've got you some great shots of this modified cherries from Shop Hello Mary. I'm going to go ahead and dab this into the Crossing Core 2.1. Now, this is my favorite device so far. I do have some other e-rigs, and I might decide to share those with you and do another little overview of one of my other devices. But I do prefer this one. The heat time on it is a little bit lower than something like, say, the Bomb e-rig or something, but it's very smooth hits, very smooth. And I prefer to use this when I'm trying any new concentrate. I just get a better hit. And I typically run this on a hotter heat setting, and I run it a little bit past the vibration. And if I need to, I'll run it into a second cycle. But I find that I can run this for a couple of cycles without worrying about messing up my banger or anything like that. So we're going to give it a quick heat up. Clean Q-tip out so I can show you how clean this vapes. And like I said, modified cherries, it's cherry pie crossed with GMO. I got to be honest with you guys, I don't have a lot of luck with cherry strains, but the previous cherry rosin that I've had from ShopHelloMary, after giving it a little bit to grease up and cure up a little bit, wonderful, wonderful stuff. Yep. All right, there's some fruit there. I got, I can definitely get a little bit of tartness on there, but it's GMO dominant. It's definitely GMO dominant. Um, with that sweetness that I would describe as a cherry, probably. I can't describe it as any other sort of fruit flavor. Not off the top of my head, in any case. I'll go ahead and run it through another cycle. Like I say, I don't have a problem running this multiple times. It doesn't it doesn't damage anything, not in my experience. Yeah. That's really nice. A lot of GMO punch in there. A lot of that garlic and onion. Hmm. Every time I hit these guys, if I'm done with the bucket and there's not enough left in there for another cycle, I go ahead and take a dry Q-tip and wipe it out dry. Tends to leave me with a pretty nice clean bucket. I gotta say, it's hitting me pretty quick. It's fairly potent. Fairly potent. Um, on the nose, it's a stronger nose of the GMO. GMO comes through on the nose and the flavor strongest. But it's really interesting. It does have a bit of that sweet tart tartness that you would associate with a cherry. Um, I didn't really get any hits of what I would call like pie crust or any sort of thing like that. It's very it says here it's across a cherry pie cross with GMO, but I would say it's the other way around. It's very GMO forward. But as I'm sitting here, it's creeping on me pretty quick, very quick actually. And the flavor since it is so heavily GMO, it does stick on the palate, and that's that's really nice. That's what I look for. I don't like anything that clears the palate too quick. It's one of the reasons why I don't really gravitate toward straight fruit terps because those seem to be, you know, they hit the palate really hard, but they leave it really fast. You know what I mean? And GMOs, cheeses, those things like that, really funky stuff tends to stick on my palate, and that tends to be what I look for. Um, Goodness gracious, the it is crept on me pretty well. Being indica dominant, you could expect, some stress relief, and help with anxiety, depression, that sort of thing. Um, Gonna help you relax before bed for sure. Um, my lids are already getting a little bit heavy, and I'm feeling a general body relaxation, which is quite nice. So yeah, and I mean, guys, the consistency of this is just it's phenomenal. My lighting could be better under my main camera or my overhead camera, but the consistency of this is just fantastic. Really, really pretty, greased up really nicely, and it's a pleasure just to smell. I gotta say, it's a really good option from ShopHelloMary. If you guys haven't tried any of their stuff yet, modified cherries is pretty good if you like heavy GMO. If you're after it for the cherries, I would go with like cherry mints or something like that, or cherry gushers. Cherry gushers was very good. Um, but this is very heavily GMO forward. So if you're looking for GMO with a bit of tartness, bit of sweetness on the back end, that's it right there. So guys, I hope you've enjoyed my little review of ShopHelloMary Modified Cherries Live Rosin. I do have a few more concentrates I'm going to be doing over the next week or so. I've got several more flower reviews, and I've got some more devices that we'll be looking over very shortly as well. I hope you guys are having a great week or had a great weekend. I hope your week is off to a great start. And was thinking I'd do something a little different rather than leave you guys with my normal positive message and all that. I wanted to leave you guys with a little question. We're coming on to Thanksgiving here, and it's one of my favorite holidays. Obviously, it's because of the food. I need as much food as I can get. I mean, look at me. But aside from that, it's the time of year where my family makes the food that I grew up with. That's really special to me. That's really nostalgic. That really you know really makes you happy. The comfort food and stuff. So for me, my comfort food, my favorite thing on Thanksgiving is a four cheese macaroni and cheese, a slow cooker macaroni and cheese that my mother makes, which is phenomenal. And I'm thinking about maybe this year taking some photos or maybe taking video, showing you guys, how Review Sesh does Thanksgiving. If you'd be interested in that, might be kind of fun. But I'm kind of curious, what are your favorite dishes of Thanksgiving? If you guys, don't mind indulging me, let me know in the comment section. What's your favorite thing on Thanksgiving? Do you have something special that you or your family make every Thanksgiving that is just particularly for that time of year that you look forward to all year? If you got something like that, go ahead and leave me a comment. Let me know what it is. I'd really like to know what you guys are looking forward to this year. And with that, guys, I want to let you go. And as always, I want you to stay lifted, stay blessed, take care of yourselves, your loved ones. And until I see you next time, guys, peace.